Hello guys, welcome back to Birder 2000. Today I'm going to do a quick video about the cameras that I use. Again, I'm still really new to cameras, but I didn't want to spend too much money on my first setup here. So what I did was I found my dad's old Nikon D40X. And this has been my main camera for taking pretty much all photographs. You can see here, it's definitely one of the older ones, and I'm pretty sure you can get these for $100 or something now. They probably used to cost more, like in the $700, $800 range, but now we get these for a really good price. And I gotta say, they do a pretty good job. Let's just turn it on here. Yeah, we got lots of different settings here. Yeah, so we have here on our mode dial a lot of different options. We have P, which is for the programmed auto setting. We have S, which is the shutter priority auto. A is for aperture, I believe. Aperture, amateur, something like that. And then we have M as the manual mode. So I don't really use these too often. These are the more like advanced modes for picking your exposure and stuff. I'm not really at that level yet, so I mostly just use that green auto dial here. And then I actually mostly use that no flash version because by default this thing uses flash, and a lot of the time I don't actually need that. What we can see here, there's a bunch of different point and shoot modes as well. So let's just go through them here. We have, so that's no flash, we have portrait, landscape, that is child, sports, close-up, and what is this one? This one is night portrait. So that's a very specific one. But you know, for $100 and having all these different options here, we can get a lot out of our photos. I'll show a couple of pictures of the ones that I got recently of the hawk and some other birds that I saw. But of course, the main part is making sure you get the right lens that you need. So here I have a 55 to 200 lens, and this does a pretty good job getting good zoomed in, good quality pictures with birds. You got to get kind of close to get, you know, good details on the beak and chest patterns and things like that. But, you know, for the most part, this does the trick. I also have I think it's a 20 to 100 or something. But yeah, this is what I mostly use for my bird photography. And definitely as I get more advanced and more into my bird photography, I'm going to get some new gear. There's a lot of really good options on cameras for really good prices, and you know, I'm a little limited with this one, but I gotta say, for anyone that's just starting off, would definitely recommend this. It does an amazing job at getting good quality photos, and that's all you can really ask for when you're starting off. So. And then what we also have here is my lovely girlfriend's camera, and I use this one here for taking video because unfortunately the D40X does not take any video. Let me just remember what model this is. This is an EOS Rebel SL1. We don't have a too big a lens on here. We just have an 18 to 55, but this thing takes extremely good quality video, and I think if we just get, you know, a new lens that can get a little bit more zoom for our videos, then I think this thing will be pretty much all we need for taking pics. Again, it does a really good job. We got the video option up here, and you know, pretty similar mode dial up here, a couple different options which I actually haven't really explored too much, but these are what the overview looks like. this thing I would highly recommend. The video has been incredible so far. I'll put a couple here quick. And so if you're looking for, again, a starter camera that can actually use video, I would definitely recommend this one, which is the EOS Rebel S1, SL1. There we go, EOS Rebel SL1. And probably my favorite part is the bag we use to carry stuff, and that is my dad's old, very vintage and cool camera bag. It's got lots of pouches here, so we can carry pretty much whatever we need. And we also have this divider here, which you can take out, which I found has been really helpful to take out actually, because we can get things like our bird books, our notebooks and things like that, and we can just kind of throw them in there all together. And yeah, this thing is amazing. I love this thing so much. I don't even know this company, Lowepro, but it does absolutely everything you need it to. It's got these great buckles and a little shoulder pouch here for carrying, and got a little back pouch here too, just for little accessories. So yeah, that's my collection at the moment. It is 2 cameras. Well, we got a couple other ones here, like this little guy, but don't use those quite as often. Yeah, this bag here itself too is pretty much the cherry on top with everything we have for carrying. And yeah, this has been a quick look at the setup we have. If you have any questions about the cameras or the settings, anything along those lines, just let me know, drop it in the comments. And yeah, this has been Bird 2000, and I'll see you in the next one.